I'm cheering for Gibbs.
There you go.
I'm sorry about the clothes.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Yeah, a little sketchy.
Sorry. I didn't mean to swear. Oh, look at that plane up there.
Dude, that's a... Yeah. Where? Oh, yeah.
What were you going to say?
That's not our band, is it?
That's the 8th grade.
I was about to say, I don't ever remember it being that big.
You? No!
Y'all know each other?
Yeah.
It's on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national colors will be presented tonight by members of the Gibbs High School Army Junior ROTC Corps of Cadets.
Woo!
Stop. There you go.
What is that?
There's a penman.
At this time, we invite you to stand for a moment of silence. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing, and gentlemen, please remove your caps as the Gibbs Eagle Marching Band, under the direction of Thomas Bates, plays our national anthem.
Welcome everybody to Dan Y. Boring Stadium, where tonight the Gibbs Eagles are taking on the Scott Highlanders. I am Tim Borff alongside the two Blakes, Bud Blake and Blake Ellis. We might be either the three amigos or the three stooges. I'm not sure. We'll let everybody listening try to figure that out. But guys, hey, it's football night, right?
We're here, ready to go. Got fairly easy opponent tonight. Get ready to finish out the season here. Get ready for playoff time. It feels good outside, and the sun's shining, Tim.
Yeah, it's perfect football weather. I think when I was looking at the weather forecast this morning, it's kind of getting a little concerned we might have some weather come into play before the end of the game, but I think we're going to be all right tonight. I think they pushed that back, and I think we're going to be dry.
I tell you what, Tim, my weather forecast has always been just walk outside and look at the sky, and the sun is shining right now. So hopefully this is not the type of game we've been seeing. We've been seeing some nail-biters that get very enjoyable games against Central and Fulton. Very enjoyable to watch, but golly, it's nail-biting and it's nerve-wracking. So hopefully we can put stuff together. I do know that we're still down 2 running backs tonight. I don't think Boone's going to be able to play, and Nathan Butler's still out. So Gibbs having to find ways to get over that hump without those 2 powerhouse running backs.
Yeah. Blake, so you look at Scott County, they had a tough time this year so far. They're 0-5. Most of their games have not been real close except for maybe South Doyle, but the rest of them has been pretty one-sided. I know that you've probably studied up on them a little bit this week. What do you think about tonight?
I think I'll be surprised if the spread's not 40 by the end of the night, and I mean that with all due respect. It's just some people's got it and some people ain't got it right now, and Scott County's looking for it.
Yeah, Scott.
They're having a hard time throwing the ball, having a hard time running the ball. So as long as there's no self-inflicted injuries, you go back to the first half of the Fulton game for Gibbs, 3 turnovers right out of the gate, hurt. As long as they play a clean game, I don't see them struggling, but never say never.
Yeah, Bud, so if you're going into a game like that where your opponent's not probably had a whole lot of success this season, what's the mindset on Gibbs? They can't go in this thing and just know that they can just – you're not one on paper, right?
No, you can't let this be that sleeper game that gets you because you look past it. I think as a coach – what I would want is for my players to make this a perfect practice. Go out here tonight, and if it's going to be easy, let's be easy, but let's do it perfect. Play clean, no penalties, things of that nature, clean snaps. We've struggled with the turnover game against Fulton, so even if you are the more talented team tonight, you turn the ball over 3 times inside your own 20, and you're going to see the same result.
Does field play at all into your mindset here that you're not at home?
Feels weird.
Yeah,
and I think it's going to feel weird to the players too. It probably doesn't seem as much like an away game as it could because of the amount of Gibbs fans that are here. So Gibbs travels well.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to. Little notes, those that may have not heard it, the last game against South Doyle this year is going to be played at Carson Newman again. Saw that come out on the interwebs there last night and been hearing more and more about it today. So don't know if that's going to be televised. We'll do everything we can to cover that one if we can get up there and in the booth. I'm not sure how that's going to work with Carson Newman, but we will make every possible effort to do so.
Gibbs about to take the field here. It looks like they're in a little bit different uniform combination there, going black pants and blue jerseys and white numbers.
Yeah, I got some blue on black, tears on the river. Yeah. I like it, though. I think that if they went with an all black with the baby blue numbers, that would be a good-looking uniform.
That would be a good-looking uniform.
Of course, I'm always, when you go making uniform changes like that, it's kind of like the checker kneeling. We do have a coin toss going on here. Looks like
they're deferring.
Yeah, Gibbs may be deferred to the second half. I believe they won the toss.
Yeah, so it looks like Scott County is going to receive the opening kickoff here. And the Eagles are taking the field.
Come the Kenny Wayne Shepherds.
Oh, traffic jam.
Yeah.
Did have a little bit of a traffic jam there. Gibbs obviously has had, you look at their record, and I think they've played better than what their record's indicating. They had a close game there with Fulton.
Should have won that game.
And, that was barn burner.
And again, that goes back talking about playing clean football. You give away 3 turnovers early in the game to a good Fulton team, and that's what happened. They put 3 scores on you, and you lose by 1. And I tell you what, just thinking about this, the way Gibbs coaching staff, I couldn't be more impressed this year. I've loved their play calling. I've loved the way they've coached the game. It would not surprise me one bit to see Coach Turner come out with an onside kick right here. Don't think it'll happen, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Right.
One high point for Scott County to watch is number 6. They do try to get him involved as much as possible. They try and get the ball in his hands if at all possible. And I forget number 4, and I believe it's 9 or 19 is another kid they try to get the ball to as much as possible in space.
It's almost like you've been watching film, buddy.
I have been watching film. Got some kids in class, been watching some film, and again, I'm telling you, never say never. But
Are you expecting to see a lot of run heavy?
I think, yeah, I think they're gonna. I think you'll see a majority run. They might take some deep shots just to stay in the groove of things, but I don't. I don't see it being necessary to have to stretch the field tonight, to be honest with you.
Well, I've noticed based on some of their stats from previous games that they made some passes, but they weren't real effective on completing those passes.
No, they have the quarterback. I do expect to see Gibbs bring a lot of pressure tonight. Quarterback doesn't do well under pressure. Offensive line doesn't do well picking up the blitzes. So expect to see a lot of pressure.
Yeah, we got a fumble on the kickoff, but they're going to wrap him up down there about the 7-yard line.
I think he laid down. I don't know if that was a wrap up or I give. Uncle.
So Scott will take over about the 7-yard line here.
For those of you who don't, I don't know if we've really ever properly introduced Blake to the crowd. So we've got Blake Ellis up here with us, been for the past couple games. Teacher at Gibbs High School. Electricity, is that what you teach?
Electrician, yes, construction.
Electrician, former Hall's high school football standout. So we're converting him over to Gibbs now that we've got him teaching there and calling these games. So he's not allowed to wear blue though right now. He did wear that last week. That's not because he doesn't like Gibbs. I've told him to keep the blue off for a minute. So
I wear Gibbs colors one time. We lose a nail biter, Bud forbids me to ever wear it again.
I don't believe in superstition, but we're going to give it a shot.
So we already have a timeout here?
Yeah, and I tell you something to watch for tonight. Something that's been getting me every week is they're really apparently watching these kids to cover up their knees. This generation is wanting to pull those knee pads up above the knee and just go. I guess it gives their legs a little more free feeling, but the refs have really been cracking down on that, send them to the sideline, making them fix it. Don't know if that's what this was about, but looking at the show timeouts on their scoreboard here.
We need to get mainstream enough to where we can have TV timeouts if we need them.
I like it.
I'm still waiting on the John Madden screen where I can draw stuff up here.
Oh, there you go.
Right
I
now
need the magic marker.
You're probably not going to get it. But
come on, Justin Pratt, help us out a little bit, baby.
If we do, Tim may be the only one allowed to draw on it. That's going to be, looks like a false start probably. Yeah.
And so it begins.
So that's going to probably be half the distance, right?
Yeah, half the distance to the goal. I was going to say, he just put the ball right back in the same spot.
So it's going to be now at the 4-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 13-ish, somewhere around in there.
You know, upside, if this does turn into a one-sided game, we get that 35-point clock run roll in the second half. I could be home and in bed after a while. Quarterback going to get outside.
He's got some room on the left side over there, and he's going to get out to about the 15-yard line, bud.
Yeah, he's going to be about 2 short of the first down. I think that's the guy Blake was talking about. That's Brady Strunk. So playing the quarterback position, that's their wheels. I think as a coaching staff, though, if that becomes a problem, you spy him. You just put a spy on him, as many athletes as you got, and keep contained.
I would expect Gibbs to kind of force the quarterback to beat him in the air if he's going to beat him.
Yeah. Gibbs had a really good job keeping contained. He's going to get close to the first down there. They had a really good job keeping contained against Fulton. I think they were preached that all week long. Stay in your lanes and watch containment. That may be something they got to relearn tonight if this becomes a one-man show.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 4, 10:49 left to go in this first quarter if you're just joining us.
Look for Elijah Hubbs, number 40, there to have about a dozen tackles tonight. I'm calling my shot right there with that one.
It's a pretty safe bet.
I'm going to say he has at least a dozen. I don't know what the odds are there.
He's all over the field from that outside linebacker spot, though. Just all over the place.
Scott's spreading the field here a little bit. Oh, we got a false start, it looks like, on Scott. It's going back and back.
Timeout. They got a timeout call.
Looked like that right side moved a little bit there. But
yeah, it's 3rd and short right here, and I think Coach there for Scott County just wants to make sure he's got the right play dialed up, because I don't think they're going to go for it 4th down here as much as we saw that yarn against Fulton. Man, did we have any punts in the first half, Blake? Is it 4th down?
I don't think so.
over and over, about like watching that UT Florida game. What did Florida have? 5 of 6 fourth down conversions or something?
Yeah. They converted 27 third downs.
Yeah.
So we don't know for sure if this is the official second timeout or if that first timeout was just an official.
It could have been a joke timeout.
Could have been. Scoreboard doesn't have a timeout indicator on it, so seems like there's always one game we're guessing something.
Yeah, something with a scoreboard every week.
We're either guessing whether or not a 2-point conversion counts or.
And I would have thought Central scoreboard would have had the timeouts on there. Crazy.
That scoreboard on the other side of Black Oak Ridge has got them.
So 3rd and 1 here, 10-20 left to go in the first.
Yeah, you're going to have Strunk from shotgun looking to throw, and he's got a guy, but he does not. There was no communication there.
I do not think they were even in the same area code on the
Somebody
playbook.
zigged, and the quarterback zagged.
Yeah.
Which is pretty rough coming out of a timeout. Now, I don't see the punt team coming on. There they come.
The quarterback's looking for an out. He turns into a post there, but to be honest with you, it was open either way.
So that Scott is going to punt here, 4th and 1 from their own 12. Well, 17, I'm sorry.
So I think that's where that pressure is going to really help Gibbs force some errors on Scott County. Because that play was there just to air and throw, them not being on the same page, and the pressure can cause that.
Very low snap. Look for that to cause some issues tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be downed.
Did he not touch it here at the 41?
Kind of felt like he did.
You can give it the old hip thrust up here at the 35.
Ref threw his bag, so what's the bag about if he's... I think we're moving it up to where he threw the bag. He touched it right there.
We need to get the 3rd monitor up here and have the YouTube broadcast going because it's a slight delay behind the Facebook to give us a replay.
That'd be cool.
It'd be a built-in replay.
Yeah, well, we could watch it on our phone.
We could.
Yeah.
We need more money. We need to start a GoFundMe.
Do what?
So Gibbs is going to take it 1st and 10 here. Good. Ball in the 36. Rolls out. Palmer rolls out.
Yeah,
breaks a tackle.
Yeah, got to hold on to that ball.
It's a good run, though. Picked up about 7. He's just a player, isn't he?
Yeah, and I tell you what Blake and I talked about last week is tempo kills, but Palmer plays better with tempo.
He does.
He's more accurate. He plays a lot better ball when he's got tempo.
Allison's got this edge. He makes – oh, man.
Yeah, just barely tripped up.
Just a shoestring tackle there. Saved a big game, but still picked up the first down.
I don't know if it's where his legs are shorter, but he really looks like he's moving when he runs.
He does, doesn't he? Palmer hands off.
Look there. Yeah, you're not going to grab the jersey of Eli Hubbs and tackle him.
You cannot tackle that guy high at all. So
weak sauce.
So he did pick up the first down. Gibbs methodically moving it here on this drive down to the now into Scott territory. Pass to the right.
Yeah, that's going to be caught by Bryson Walker.
Where's able to
hang on to that ball, young man.
Yeah, he's going to get close to a first down.
A little shift around the tackle there.
Bryson can drag some players.
We got a flag on the play there, but it looks like. I don't know if that's
maybe in the area of a face mask where the flag was.
Personal foul, target.
Oh. Horse collar.
Oh, horse collar. He pointed. He did it.
He grabbed his shirt. He didn't do it right. That's a bad call. He'll probably get called out on that next week's meeting.
I thought he was pointing at his head.
He really kind of. That's more of a jerk move when you
kind of punched at the head a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, we'll get with him at halftime.
Play action. Palmer's finds
got
a guy. He does.
Came and shown.
It's that touchdown.
Yeah, came and shown. Touchdown, Gibbs Eagles.
Easy peasy.
Great drive by the Eagles. Made that look really easy.
Yeah, and it almost developed a little bit too fast. Palmer was a little bit behind the play, but he got the ball out there in time before the defenders caught up.
So with 8:25, Gibbs is the first to get on the scoreboard. Going to try to tack on the extra point here. And it looks like good. So 7-0 Eagles draw first blood here at Central High School, where we're playing away at home. So we'll take a real quick break, change possession here, and we'll be right back.
If you do not attend church anywhere, we would love to invite you and your family to visit Clear Springs. Our church is truly for the entire family. We offer Sunday school and ministries for all ages, but most importantly, we have Christ-centered preaching. Pastor Justin Pratt and our church family share often that it is truly amazing at what the Lord is doing in our church. We are located in the heart of the Gibbs community at Harbison's Crossroads. For more information, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net.
To Dan Y. Boring Stadium, where it's anything but boring for the Eagles right now. They go on the board 7-0 with 8:25 left to go in the first quarter. Made it look easy.
I
Called
like
it.
it too. This is my angle from the press box. I like it that we're driving that way. I'm not having to lean out the window and look.
I might get some on the second half going that way, or the second quarter.
Oh, no.
Oh.
We give them one there.
Yep.
Kicked out of bounds, going to come out to the 35. All right, so aside from that, pretty mistake-free game so far for Gibbs.
Good mix of run, pass, play action.
And that's, to me, as a coach, when you're playing a game like this, yeah, you may win big or you may win convincingly, but if you made a lot of mistakes in this game, you've still got plenty of coaching points. It's almost like the players go back and don't feel like it was a win because there's so many things you work on. And just like to see a good, clean game here.
So 8:25 left to go in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, Gibbs took their opening drive down the field and scored. Pretty good run. Ball's on the ground.
Yeah.
Look like they were able to get back, though.
Yeah.
I believe it was Wyatt West stripped that ball right there.
I think it might have been. I couldn't see the number as he got in there.
Clock has stopped. Thought he'd run there.
Just Hubbs is going to be mad about that one. He had him. He had him dead to rights.
Pretty good move there.
Agitated is the
Agitated
word
is
we're
the
going
word.
to use.
Agitated is the word.
Agitated and aggravated, baby.
So that was Brady Strunk with the run, picked up the first down, so it will move the chains into Gibbs territory now.
Nothing but rated G from my boy Kevin Roach here.
Yeah, I think Hubbs just overran that one just a tick, and you could see him grabbing, but his body's still going the other way.
Looks like they need to change the down marker there. There it goes.
Wyatt West.
Not much on that one. Maybe a couple.
Fitzgerald on the carry. Tackled by Patterson and West.
Patterson.
Yeah,
and West.
Lane Patterson getting into some defense.
Clock is running, 7:25 to go in the first quarter. This is the second drive for Scott. They were not successful, obviously, on their first.
I think we got a true second down now, don't we?
I think so.
Yeah, so a little quick screen. It's there.
I actually thought if he had kept it inside, he probably could have got a little more there.
Yeah. They don't seem to be playing Scott County, and with a 0-5 record, maybe rightfully so, but they don't seem to play with a lot of confidence. And a lot of times that affects your judgment. When you're scared to death, you don't make good decisions. You get a lot of that zigzagging back and forth.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 4 from the Eagle 36.
Going to drop back to pass again. What's the flag?
We do have a flag.
False start maybe to stop the play here.
Awful delayed whistle.
Yeah.
All I know is that had some altitude on that flag over there.
Yeah. Go big or go home, Tim. Don't toss it out there. You got to throw it.
Oh, he launched it.
You got a couple different kinds of refs, right? You got the ref that just drops it out of his pocket kind of nonchalant, like, here's a flag. You got the thrower up high flag guy, and then you got the one that'll throw it at players, Like, that's the guy that committed the foul.
Clock is running, though, 6:20.
Watch being lined up off sides on this near side. You're going to give them 5 back.
Rolls out.
Yeah, he's got a guy.
He does have a guy, and it is complete.
Yeah, we got to get him tackled without.
It's going to pick up the first down. It will move the chains. Oh, we do have a
we got another flag. Well, maybe it's in the area of holding.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
I don't know. He's kind of pointing at a Gibbs player, though.
Everybody's walking back. I think if it's against Gibbs, they wouldn't be.
Ineligible receiver.
Yeah. Well, that'll negate a long pass play for Scott.
Yeah, and for a first down as well. Because that play was for a first down. They were fixing to. And really what I felt like was even in 4-down territory before that. Now if you don't get it here, you're not necessarily in 4-down territory.
It's going to be about 3rd down and Litton's at this point.
We're going to have to get a little tighter coverage on these wide receivers.
Oh, he launches it.
Yeah. He's lucky that wasn't picked off. He got that one to the sideline.
Yeah, he took a shot, too, on that play. It's going to bring up 4th down, so if you're Scott here, what do? You stay on the field?
I kick it. It's early in the game. You're only down 1 score. Kick it.
So they are bringing on the punt team.
Like that, what was it, Montana State coach, whatever. You know what my favorite 4th down play was? Punt.
Most successful play we had.
Yeah. Was it Montana State? You know the guy I'm talking about.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Or Montana Tech or something.
Oh, they got a fake punt, and that's not going to work out. He's a big boy, though.
I don't know if that was a true fake. I think that was a snap that went wide, and he just pulled it down and said, I'm going to get rocked right here if I try to punt this ball.
I don't know. He plays like 3 different positions. That was Ethan Anderson, number 35. But the way they had a hard time bringing him down, I believe running back might be one of them if I was Scott County.
Either way, it's a benefit for the Eagles because they got it on the 45-yard line. Palmer's a keep.
Palmer's quick.
Yeah, he is.
He's at that first step. He's got good football speed.
I mean, when you've got a guy that can pick up 5 yards at a whim like that, it's a big advantage, especially going into 2nd down. It kind of opens up that playbook a little bit if you want. Rolls out, looking downfield. He's going to almost
Allen
stayed in it.
Just out of the reach of Allen.
Good effort. He had it there. But
I think he's used to Cayman Schoen or a Bryson Walker. They both probably got about 6 inches on Bryson Allen there. That ball just a tick high.
Yep. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Another pass.
Yeah, he's got
good move there.
With a good move.
Whoop, another great move.
Collecting ankles.
I'd like to see heads-up football by Cayman there. Keep that head up, buddy.
That's a little whoop, whoop.
Yeah, Cayman's has been – I helped coach him in Little League, and he is just a slippery little fella. Methodically can move down the field and make people miss him.
So it did pick up the first down, so it's going to be 1st and 10. 4:21 left to go in the first quarter.
Got John Caldwell checking into the game.
Handoff.
Eli Hubbs.
Doink.
Daring somebody to lower shoulder at him.
That's just power football right there.
It's like 6 yards after the first hit, 4 yards after the second hit, 3 yards after the third.
Like a little mock all-star out there. She got number 40 and everything.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
It's like a little mock all-star.
Yeah.
No neck involved. Don't have to worry about a neck injury. Just little short, stubby legs. Keep moving.
No neck, Nick. He's got it.
He's got it
Always
open.
wide open.
Yeah, there's Allison.
Oh, we got a flag there on that side.
Should have had another one over there, I feel like, for a late hit. But
I see the ref pointing back toward the Eagles side.
we got a chance for a hold here, maybe. No,
Ineligible.
So we're going to call that all night. Okay.
All right, so that will back the Eagles up a little bit here.
It's a shame. The nearest person to Allison there was over on a Dare Drive.
1st and 15. Clock is running. 3:45. Ball on the 22-yard line, or 27-yard line, I'm sorry.
Oh, he's going to, good job.
Oh, he's going to breaks a tackle. We're bringing him down to about the 25. Looked like he Picked up about 2.
Yeah, that's better than the loss he was about to take. I was surprised he got out of there. Good moving by Palmer there. Going to give to Hubs.
Hubs, that's another 5-yard gain there.
I don't know, with the way he is just plowing defenders into the field, there's going to be some divots.
Just give him the ball. Just let him have it.
Gibbs was going a little hurry up here, trying to draw him off.
Trying to draw him off there. I think Gibbs goes for it if you don't get it right here.
There you go.
And Hubs is going to be close.
Jiminy Christmas. Boy, we're flag happy, ain't we?
Well, if we got a hold right here, yeah.
So what do you do if you Scott here? You let him, you take the down and make it 4th down? Or
they've already left the spot over here from where the ball was, so it's almost like they went ahead and assumed. Nobody was holding the spot from where he went down, so it's almost like they assumed Scott was taking it. But, yeah, you're right. There's a decision there. It's 4th and 1 or it's, 3rd and 15.
Looks like we've drawn an ACC officiating crew tonight here.
The only thing I can figure is, from our angle, I couldn't tell. He may have had the first down, and that may be why they assumed it.
That makes sense.
Oh. That's a miss by Walker. That's just not – he's normally very sure-handed.
Looked like he just got a little lazy on that. Like it just didn't –
I think being back shoulder kind of didn't know what to do with it. It was thrown just a tick behind him, but that's a catch that he normally makes.
So Gibbs is going to keep their offense on the field. It's 4th and 16, 2:32 left to go in this first quarter. Kind of in no man's land here, really.
Yeah, I like it.
Scared money don't make money.
He's going to be looking for Walker, and he's got him. And I believe that's going to be a catch.
They are ruling it a catch. But
from here, it looks like he was in.
So that should move the chains.
And it does. It should be a 1st and goal here.
Yep.
For 19 yards and a 1st and goal, Eagles.
I would say Walker's glad he got to make that catch after the drop just a minute ago.
So Hubs picked up maybe a yard.
Perfect night for football, though. Of course, we're up here in this climate-controlled booth. It may feel a little different out there, but I have to imagine it's very comfortable. Hub's going to block for Palmer, and he's going to be in.
Palmer just followed Hubs into the end zone, didn't he?
Smart move. Touchdown, Eagles. Smart move.
I'm not sure if that's how it was drawn up, but that's how it played out. So
like an entourage.
And I think Scott County kind of helped push Palmer on in there. Let's get this over with.
So Palmer with the score. So it makes it 13-0. I'm going to try to put the extra point on the board.
Looks good to me.
And it is good. So it's 14-0 with 1:47 left to go in this first quarter. It's all been Eagles. We'll take a real quick break, and we'll be right back.
I'm Justin Pratt, the senior pastor of Clear Springs Baptist Church. While we take a break, I want to invite you and your family to come and join us at Clear Springs Baptist Church at the Crossroads in beautiful Corryton, Tennessee.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching the broadcast today. My name is Rob Maddox. I'm the worship pastor here at Clear Springs, and I would love to invite you and your family to come join us for one of our worship services on Sundays. We have them in the morning at 10:15 and in the evening at 6 o'clock, and we would love to have you come join us for one of those services.
All right, we are back. Gibbs fixing to kick off here. We got 1:47 left in the first quarter.
So it's been all Eagles right now, guys.
Called it.
That's what I like.
I'm going to say it every time.
Fielded at the 5. Not much room.
Yeah.
Once that avalanche of blue
They've
out there.
not been able to stop the Gibbs Gunners all night long.
So if you're just joining us, it's been all Eagles. They were successful on both possessions, scored touchdown on each one. 1:40 left to go in this first quarter. Scott County has had the ball. This is the third time they've had the ball. and obviously not successful on any of those. They were able to get in Gibbs territory a little bit, but penalties stalled the drive and turnover on downs.
Just for conversation's sake, Blake, we got Angola, our kicker. Seems pretty accurate on his field goals. Does a great job on kickoffs, I think. Looking like I'd like to see about 10 more yards on those kickoffs. What do you do for kickoff strength? Is that a form thing? Is that just muscle? Is it a mixture?
To be honest with you,
you don't know either.
I don't know. Maybe steroids. Maybe you take the Mark McGuire method.
Well, you take punting. It's almost got to be a form thing, because when you look at punting and kicking, those guys are usually your smaller guys on the field, and Strunk is just getting away from everybody there. Somebody, White West, got him down?
Yep.
But they're never the biggest, so it just makes me think it's got to be form. Could you learn something more to gain 10 more yards just based on the form that you kick with? Or maybe it's stretching. Maybe
I'd say it's possible.
I think it's a little more flexibility. More flexibility you have, more.
I mean, you look at Paxton Brooks, a kicker at UT. He's built like a Mountain Dew bottle. But he can boot it a country mile. So.
Yeah, it's just that's what I'm thinking. Maybe YouTube certify yourself on it. I don't know. Yeah. So is that not unless they're? It seems to me like that used to be you go ahead and let them snap that unless they're unevaded to the quarterback, right? And you kind of give the offense a free play.
Yeah, this thing I noticed that actually happened in the game last night. That they had an offsides, that we had encroachment, that they just sometimes if they see a lineman move, I think that they blow it dead.
Oh, yeah, and he's going to be had in the backfield right there.
Like a duck on a June bug. He never had a chance.
Yeah. That's DeJuan Harris, who's been back there a couple of times. And this is going to wind up the end of the first quarter here, Tim.
All right, so with the end of the first quarter, the Eagles take the lead, or are leading 14-0 over the Scott Highlanders. We'll be right back.
Family of faith are 3 words that truly describe the wonderful relationships we share at Clear Springs. We want you and your family to come and feel at home and be part of our family. At Clear Springs, you're surrounded by a caring, loving family who will help you and your family grow, sharing the good times, but also helping you shoulder the tough times. We strive to reach out to people, create forever friendships, and share the love of Jesus with those around us. Whether you are a large family or a family of one, we invite you to be part of our family at Clear Springs.
I'm Paul Baird, the student pastor at Clear Springs Baptist Church. And as we're taking a break from this game, I want to personally invite any middle school or high school students to come check us out on Wednesday nights for Unfazed Student Ministry.
Well, welcome back to Dan Y. Boring Stadium, where the Eagles are leading the Scott Highlanders 14-0.
I want to finish my thought there, Tim. DeJuan Harris was on that sack, and before we went to break, for the quarter ended, he's been back there a couple of times and been in that backfield and got the snag that time. But
the Eagles watch here, because they were in on the punt last time. They may try to go after it again here.
Looks like Allison is going to stay up a little closer, and they kicked it flat on him. That's good, though. That's good. If he doesn't stop that ball right there, it's going to the
Allison's got some speed over there.
Big-time tackle over there.
But a big pickup puts it inside the 20-yard line for the Eagles. It's obviously the best starting position they've had all night.
Commend Allison on that. I know he didn't catch it. He bobbled it, but he had to run to get there. If he doesn't catch that ball with a line drive, it's going into Gibbs territory, 10, 15 yards.
Oh, yeah.
So turn something that could have been negative into a very big positive, and now I can't see around the window.
So 1st and 10 from the 16, 11:50. Just started the second quarter here. Play action, looking to the left.
Ooh, a little throwback.
Nice little play there. It's going to get in, and touchdown Eagles.
It's too easy.
So that was easy. Cayman Schoen with the touchdown.
Cayman's putting the moves on people tonight. He's got a little jock strap collection going on this afternoon.
That's what I need.
All right, so Palmer to Schoen for the score. Try to make it 21 here. And the point is good. He's going to get a lot of work tonight, it looks like.
Yeah. Sean has really come on tonight, or not tonight, this year. Really since the Central game, he has been playing very good football. And we didn't call his name a whole lot last year, but I don't know what something has happened from the trip from his sophomore year to his junior year, and he is really playing well.
So 11:42 in the second quarter. Gibbs has been successful on all 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, moving the ball well, great mix of run and pass. Scott still has not found their rhythm yet.
So not having Butler and Brockwell against Scott County, Eli Hubbs runs hard. He doesn't have that first step. So we're having a lot of success tonight. But, I think if I had told Coach Turner at the beginning of the year, hey, you're not going to have Boone Brockwell or Nathan Butler for the whole season, I don't think he would have believed you.
Yeah.
That's a terrible blow to this Gibbs football team, and says a lot for the rest of the team, because those 2 guys, either one of them is a powerhouse running back. And not taken away from Hubbs, his first step just isn't as quick as theirs is.
Deep kick. Going to let it go.
There you go, you must have heard me. I've been waiting on a touchback. You must have heard me on that. Good job, Angola.
Got that Mark McGuire serum warmed up on the sidelines.
Tim, you've not been here, but Blake and I have talked about it. We've not picked a player of a game, I don't think, in 2 or 3 weeks, because we just couldn't, man. There were so many guys stepping up on this team. It's just unreal. You turn around and this guy's got a touchdown. This guy's got a sack. This guy's got an interception. I mean, it just I could call so many names on the list. We haven't picked one, and it's not because there's not one. It's just a dadgum hard.
Yeah, and that's a good sign of your football teams that everybody's contributing,
Yeah, I was telling a coworker of mine, former Gibbs Eagle Joe Brooks, today, even the coaching, I'm like, man, they've been on point all year long. I mean, everybody on the field, coaching staff, players included, have made some mistakes, but they've just seems like they've done the best that they could do, and it's showing.
Oh, yeah. All right, so 2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line.
You're going to see a good dose of old Strunk here.
Looking downfield.
Yeah, we're going to have to tighten up.
Good catch.
Yeah, we're giving them 7-8 yards cushion. And I've not been watching the secondary. I've been watching more of the offensive backfield. I don't know if we're running in a zone or if we've got a man going, but we got a lot of cushion on these receivers. Even I could make a throw, I think, a lot of times.
Yeah, they almost like they're playing a little bit of bend, don't break type football, and sometimes they can march down the field on you whenever you get in that zone.
Mm-hmm.
So 3rd and 3.
Ask Tennessee's secondary about that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's something that's going to have to shore up by next year.
Oh, yeah.
It needs to shore up this year, but
yeah.
I think a quality win.
They got us again there, but I didn't see he got back.
Yeah, we're calling that early, and I don't know. Again, we'd have to go to Justin Pratt on that to find out the rule, but typically you got a free play with that, but it wasn't even called if you got back unless you –
Right. And again, it could have been a little bit of movement from the line there. We just couldn't see it up here. But
it's almost like they're calling movement. You can move on defense.
Yeah.
Right? You just can't cross the line.
Yeah. Well, the clock is running. 10-10 now.
So you got a 21-0 score here. I could very easily see 28-0 if Gibbs can play some defense right here without jumping off sides.
A good pass. Pick up about 6 yards, maybe 7.
We did have a little better coverage on that one.
There's that number 9 from your scouting reports there pregame.
That'd be Rylan Griffin. And yes, it is Rylan Griffin.
Strunk's got a good arm on him. He looks pretty good. He just may not be surrounded with a whole lot of weapons.
Well, you got to have time, Tim. And Gibbs is, big hole there.
Yeah, there's a big hole opened up there at the middle of the field. Move the chains here. Going to be placed at the 46-yard line. Under 10 minutes left to go now in the first half.
got a kind of little bit of a feeling here that Gibbs up 21-0 and might have took a breath. Maybe kind of felt like they already had this in the bag, and Scott County showing them that it's not.
No room on that one.
Yeah, might have even lost a yard on that potentially. For sure, no gain.
Good play by the defense there. So, Blake, it probably didn't happen to you all very often, but when you get down 21 points whenever you were playing line, what's the mindset? Is it just stop the bleeding, see if we can do something here, get back in this game, or?
Well, Tim, we were down 21-0 quite a bit. I played football during the Kevin Julian area, so we are accustomed to 21-0 a lot of times, and it's just play ball.
Yeah,
you control what you can control, and let the chips fall where they may. You've got to have that mindset of, it's us against the world right now. You've got a guy, you've got a job, and you complete that task.
Big time
and you can't help what the other 10 do on the field or what's coming from the sidelines.
Yeah.
So holding on Scott, looks like it was a decline there, so they're going
to play the 4-down game here.
Yep, so it's 3rd down and 10 from the 46.
Gibbs showing pressure. Oh, they almost got there. Still got good pressure on the quarterback.
Oh, he's looking for help.
Yeah, he's out of bounds, 4th down. So, and that's what I'm talking about when I say coaching, Tim. Just everything seems to be on point. They're making the right calls at the right time, because that's a toss-up for me. Is do you give them 10 more yards or do you go for the 4th down?
Yeah, so he did lose a yard on that play, so it's going to bring up 4th and 11. Again, they're going to bring on the punt team. Gibbs has been successful getting in there on the punter.
Allison might be just a tick too close this time. I'd like to see him take a step or two back.
Gets it away.
Yeah. He's going to have a return.
Oh, that's a face mask.
Yeah, so we're going to get 15 yards no matter what right here. Just go down, Allison.
If I had a flag, I'd throw it down there.
That's the 15-yard variety.
Not a whole lot of conversation probably needs to happen right here. Personal foul, face mask. That's the Highlanders.
Well, that was a poor referee toss. Did y'all see that? That was like the worst ref toss I've ever seen. It just, we're talking the other week wondering if they had competition. This guy, I'm starting to think we got a B crew.
I told you it's an ACC, possibly Big Ten.
When I was coming in, I stopped and asked the security guard about where the handicap parking would be for my wife and Max. And he informed me that, hey, I don't know. I'm here last minute. I'm just a substitute. I don't even know this school. So maybe these are like, basketball refs. They're just they don't even seem to know the ref toss. Hubs, big
Hubs,
hole.
Rumbling, stumbling.
Yeah, he's going to be – I think he's going to pick up the 1st down by a couple of yards. So it will move the chains.
If you're Scott County and you can get him to fall even, not even backwards, just even, I figure you call that a win, because he's falling forwards for a yard or two every time.
Hurry up here by Palmer. And we got a timeout, it looks like.
Timeout, Highlanders.
All right,
Highlanders.
So they're either down to 1 or they got 0.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't know.
So 7:28 left to go in the 2nd quarter. They're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to take one with them real quick.
We are back. We are still here in a timeout situation. 7 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in the first half of the game. Scott County either down to 1 or 0 timeouts. We're still not sure about the timeout situation, but oh good, my phone's over here restarting. Probably one of those update deals.
So it will be 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Play action. Has a man.
Yeah, he's got Bryson Walker, who's going to give a stiff arm and get the 1st down.
Great pass, great catch. Move the chains.
Tell you, to be no bigger than he is, Walker can really shake that first tackle. He does a good job.
So clock started moving now. I don't think it had started there. Allison takes the handoff. He has got some room, cuts it back up the middle. We got a flag back here, though, Bud.
Might be coming back.
Great run by Allison, but he might have gotten free because of the penalty there.
Yeah. And that's what I was talking about at the start of the game. If you get one of these coaster games, you still got to play clean. You can't have the holds. You can't have all the, that stuff. We've had how many offsides penalties tonight already in the first half, holding a couple of times, and it's a good time to practice those things.
Yeah.
I think at halftime that's one of the things you address is the penalties that you've got, and luckily we've had no turnovers tonight. But
so it'll be 1st and 20 from the 42-yard line. Rolls out, has a man.
Yeah, well played by Scott County. Okay, 4 or 5 yard gain. That's one of the things, you love him or hate him. Nick Saban, one of the greatest coaches of all time. Alabama gets beat on a play, physically beat. He's cool. You hold someone or you jump off sides, he loses his junk.
Yeah, he's not like you say, he's not into the mistakes.
Yeah. So Palmer back, he's got a guy.
He's got a guy wide open.
Yeah.
That is Sean.
And Sean's going to.
He is going to walk in.
I told you. You can't even make it up. How does he break that? He does nothing to break that tackle, but he breaks the tackle. It's methodical.
So touchdown Eagles with 6:30 left to go in the first half.
Another jockstrap.
And he has always had that ball out there like a loaf of bread since he was 10 years old.
He's going to be able to knit a quilt with the jock straps he's taking home.
That opened up about the 20-yard line, and they couldn't recover even though there was 2 guys out there. So.
Yeah.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. So 28-0 left to go, or 28-0 with 6:30 left to go in the first half. Good drive by the Eagles. I mean, big plays kill you.
Yeah, and Kamen kills me because it's like I don't know how he does it, but he's just so elusive. That's the only word that I've got for it because he doesn't do a whole lot of juking, a whole lot of stiff arming, and he's not big enough to just throw you down, but he just gets out of tackles.
So, with your second half here, I know it's a little early. We still got a few minutes here. Anything can kind of turn here, but is at this point you start thinking about maybe getting some other guys in?
Absolutely, and here's my number one reason why is you've got 2 guys down for injury. You need some guys in there to get some experience, but you also don't want anyone else hurt. I think you go up 4 or 5 scores, we start seeing a lot of JV players. For one, see what you got, get them the experience, but 2, we can't afford injuries right now.
So
you've got some important games coming up to finish out this season as far as playoff seeding goes. You got a big game with Anderson County coming up, and that won't affect the playoffs by any stretch. But you got to think, you beat Anderson County, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. Anderson County's got a good squad this year, so yeah, I expect to see JV in the second half. Maybe some freshmen sprinkled in for some pizzazz. Let the varsity sit on the bench.
Well, too, even I'm assuming Scott County is probably not going to quite abandon their starting folks, so you're going to be able to get those guys in against some first-team opponents. All right, so we'll see.
One of my biggest things this year, and I want to say with the exception of the Webb game, Gibbs could have won any game they played, and I feel like they can win any game they've got coming up. The Webb game, I don't know that maybe we could have won. I don't know that we could have won a track meet with them, but we definitely could have played better ball than what we played and had a better score. But I feel like they can win any game they've got coming up this year.
Oh, that might be 15 there.
Yeah, Honey Badger got lucky on that one. It's kind of dubbed White West to Honey Badger.
Oh, the official came in and the referee just came in and threw one down the ground.
And rightfully so. That's a little aggressive. White should have known better than that.
A little late on the call, though.
Yeah,
I think he might have been persuaded over here a little bit.
I was thinking that maybe he didn't like his cohort not throwing the flag there, so he come over there and passively aggressively threw it down on the ground.
Yeah, and that was an extremely late hit, and that's Honey Badger just got a little out of control.
Honey Badger fits him. He's got.
Yeah,
I've got
because
him in.
he's not great big. He's not fast, but he's always right there. Just messing with stuff.
I've got him in class, and I call him Prime Time. He's very Deion Sanders-ish,
He's got a gold chain.
He's got the ear bulbs. He's got the ear dads going on. Got that platinum blonde hair. One of those, what pick in the draft you got, because I'm going to be gone before you get to me with deals.
Yeah. We do have a hold here, I think, coming back. Oh, might be a
illegal shift. Is that what they call it?
Oh, are they?
I think he done this deal. That's an illegal shift.
Yeah, you're right. Yep,
Yeah.
so an illegal shift against the offense, going to back him up. So the clock is running with 5:50 left to go in the first half.
It'll be 1st and 15. He's got a guy open.
Oh.
Overthrew him just a little bit, and Hunter Carnes was there. Don't think he saw the ball till it was just a little bit too late.
He almost got in a little trouble there because he kept looking to that side, telegraphing that pass, and kind of gave the Eagles a chance to kind of get recouped there.
Yeah, folks at home missed it there. Another bad referee toss. So I'm not impressed with the referee tosses tonight. It's like they don't have posable thumbs down there or something.
So blitz coming, picked it up.
Oh, but
he is elusive there.
Yeah. He took some hits and just. Of course, all those guys were pretty much being blocked at the time of attack, so they didn't have a good opportunity to get arms wrapped up.
So it is going to bring up 3rd and about 8 yards, maybe.
Now, if I'm Scott County and I can continue to break off 4 or 5 yards at a time, maybe I start thinking 4-down territory, but I don't know that we're there yet.
Looking, he had a guy, just a bad throw there.
I'm going to tell you what, I doubt that my grandfather was watching, but this is one of those games where he says, I run the ball. Run the ball. What's that do? That runs the clock.
Yeah.
It limits how much time you can take a beating.
Yeah, so they are in punt formation.
If Gibbs can go up 35 here, you'll have a running clock in the second half, which our producer is really rooting for because he's got somewhere to be at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Bad snap, but a good job by the punter to get it, and a really good punt.
Yeah.
I mean, that ball skipped on its way back to the punter, and he's able to kind of snag it and get a good punt away.
Yeah,
nice tight spiral.
We've been playing up a little much. His first punt of the night was really short, and I think that we got in our mind that he's going to kick it short every time, but all the ones since then have been good deep kicks.
So the Eagles will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line with 4:41 left to go in the first half. If you're Gibbs, I think you just want to you're going to get the ball coming out of for the second half, so just try to eat up all this clock if you can.
I think the next score for Gibbs, my starters are out, whether it be this half, next half.
I agree.
Put Allison in motion there. And give to Hubs.
There goes Allstott. Hi-ya.
Again, falls forward for another 2 yards.
It's going to be close to a first down.
Just a tick shy.
Yep. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Palmer rolls out, looking downfield.
Oh, Allen's going to wish he had that one back. That was right in the breadbasket.
Does stop the clock, though. 4:13 left to go in the first half. It'll be 3rd and 1.
I think Hubs right here. Let's go ahead and get this first down and move on to the next play.
Yeah, he could fall forward for the first down, I believe.
I don't think they can stop Hubs for a yard. Gibbs got a good little counter play they run. Oh, no. Palmer's got the edge on this guy.
Yeah, just speed kills on that one.
Yeah, your lineman's not going to catch Palmer.
Valiant effort, though.
Maybe he tried. Yeah. Palmer showed him a little referee toss there. You see maybe trying to coach him up.
So it is first down marked at the 40-yard line. Got a guy open. Breaks a tackle. Big gain over there on the left side.
Yeah, it was Allen. That's the one he wanted back a minute ago.
So inside Scott territory now at the 39-yard line. Gibbs again, hurry up offense here. Oh, high throw to Schoen.
Yeah, and Schoen had heard footsteps. He saw that body go down as soon as it went over his head. He knew that was coming.
That kind of feetled up there a little bit, didn't he? Oh, we do have
There's a better toss for you, bud.
Yeah.
delay a game against the defense. So that'll give the Eagles free 5 yards. And
look at him go.
He's just a bull in a china shop.
A beast.
So that was Hubbs on the carry, pickup of about 15, I guess.
Gain is good for a first down, Eagle.
Play action, looking downfield. He's got a guy open.
Oh. Allen again heard some footsteps. He turned that head away from the ball. I think my boys made some friends down here. I got Max in the corner of the end zone down here. I don't know who he's high-fluting with down there, but you can see him on the other side of Kenny Godfrey, I believe, there. He's out on the field big timing. So we got 2nd and 10 here, Tim. You keeping it in the air, or you going on the ground?
I think I'm going to just keep handing it to Hubbs.
And that's what they do.
I mean,
Good for 8 yards right there.
If you can pick that up every time, just keep feeding the beast.
I feed it to him all the way to the end zone. Hubbs needs a TD tonight.
He does.
I don't know why we're not in hurry up running that on repeat.
Just run it over and over and over.
Don't overthink it. Just give the man the ball.
Until they stop it.
Gibbs trying to draw him off sides there to pick up an easy 5. Scott's not going to bite.
In my mind, you got 2 tries right here, and you got Hubbs in the backfield running all over Scott County.
They're still trying to wind this quarter down. About 2:35 left. They're going to pass it.
That's going to be Walker, who's more than likely going to get this first down, yeah.
He got out of bounds, so that does stop the clock, but picks up the first. So is it a constant clock?
It's 30 or 35.
Okay. We had this discussion at Webb, didn't we?
Yeah, and I think maybe it used to be 35, and now it's 30 this year. But we did get confirmed that it doesn't start till the second half.
Oh, great. Oh, they're going to call pass interference, it looks like, against Scott, because it was open. Schoen had it there, just couldn't bring it down.
Hubbs may owe Scott County a Facebook post this week for National Sons Day. Being their daddy.
Oh, all right, so it's going to be on the 5. Ball's on the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Gibbs is just, like they have been all night, just methodically marching down the field.
And we're giving Hubbs a lot of credit. The offensive line is doing a great job tonight.
Punch it in there.
Yeah.
Punch it in there.
Bowl him over.
You got to listen, Hubbs is getting every carry right here.
Just put him in a wildcat. Don't even pull the handoff. Put him in a wildcat and let him run.
I don't even think you need to spread him here. I think you could just let him go right up the middle and he could just bowl it in. I mean, he's dragging guys 2 or 3 yards down the field.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Got
I like
his
this
hand
setup.
in the dirt.
Yeah, I like this setup.
I like him more off tackle.
There you go.
I don't know who's got the ball, whether it be him or Palmer.
Hubbs did.
Give it to him one more time. I got to have Hubbs in the end zone right here.
If giving the ball to a fullback with his hand in the dirt don't get you fired up, your wood's wet. I'm just telling you. You need to get right with the Lord if that don't get you fired up.
I think we're going to see it again right here. Yeah,
Oh,
they
ball's on the
fumbled.
ground.
See, don't get cute.
Yeah, Palmer's falling on it. So now you're looking at 4th and goal from what, the 7, 8 yard line?
Hubs would have went into untouched on that.
Give the man the ball. It's kind of like Andy Griffith. Call the man. Just give the man the ball. Give the man the ball.
I feel like I was watching the Seattle Super Bowl whenever you had Marshawn Lynch on the first yard.
Oh, they got Hubs out there and a wide receiver.
Oh, Bryson sees it. He's got green grass.
Oh, good move.
Wow, good juke.
Touchdown Eagles. Palmer walks it in.
So now either way, whether it be 30 or 35,
we got a constant clock.
You got a constant clock second half.
Well, we got to put this extra point on and to make it the 35 route. So.
I am going to tell Coach Kitts, the offensive coordinator, if Hubs doesn't end up with a touchdown before this night's over with, he'll find me in the gym on Monday morning.
I'll be interested to see if Hub gets any more PT after in the second half. So with 23 seconds left to go in the first half, it's 35-0 Eagles. It's been all Eagles. Everything they've done so far, besides some few penalties here and there, has been spot on, bud.
Mm. Yeah, and that's the thing, the little penalties here and there, when you get in a competitive game, they could change the whole momentum. When you're not moving the ball at will, you've got some quality opponents coming up, as Blake talked about, Anderson County. We've probably racked up 40 yards worth of penalties tonight. I don't want to give Anderson County 40 yards. However, we do have one. All the things I talked about, we're kind of starting to see them. A little fumble there on the exchange. Looked like that was a RPO option there, but
is that game at Anderson County, or is it going
it
to be
is at Anderson County, and best I recall, I believe that's the game of the week. I believe that one will be televised.
Okay. Boy, I would just hate it if something happened to that firework display. That's the most obnoxious thing I've ever seen in my life.
How would you like to live next to it on a Friday night?
I mean, it's just stupid. If I was a taxpayer in that county, I'd be ticked. Agitated is what I would be.
Oh, man, that's a mistake by Scott County. I think you let that one go out of bounds right there. Because you got the ball on the 16-yard line. You could have had it on 35.
If you're Scott County here, do you take 3 shots down the field, see if you can get one in?
Nah, I run it up the gut one time and go to the locker room. What's the marker?
Good grief.
Probably looks like they're stepping backwards, so.
Holding. I don't see the white hat. Oh, there he is.
I feel like at some point in the game when you've got, I don't care who it is, somebody's got a 35-point lead, unless it's something obvious, don't throw the flag.
Just let them play.
Don't delay the inevitable here. We've got stuff to do later.
I'm going to bed.
I mean, Jiminy Christmas.
We got to get one Jiminy Christmas in a game.
Oh,
safety.
That
is a safety.
Looks like
a fumble.
Are you kidding me? They're going to give him forward progress to the 1.
That was DeJuan Harris. Surely not.
What a bum.
Let me see that over here.
What a bum.
Nah, I think he's running backwards.
Yeah, that's a bad call, I think.
Oh, they're just going to call it the half. Whoa.
I think that was a little mercy call right there.
Yeah, and I can appreciate that from a ref. In a game like this, in a tight game, you gotta call that a safety.
Somebody's TVA account just got a little bit heavier. Is what that was. Jimmy.
Oh. All right, folks. Well, don't go anywhere. We're going to bring you the halftime show with the band, and we'll be back here in just a few minutes after half, bring you the second half of this game.
If you do not attend church anywhere, we would love to invite you and your family to visit Clear Springs. Our church is truly for the entire family. We offer Sunday school and ministries for all ages, but most importantly, we have Christ-centered preaching. Pastor Justin Pratt and our church family share often that it is truly amazing at what the Lord is doing in our church. We are located in the heart of the Gibbs community at Harbison's Crossroads. For more information, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net.
Clear Springs Baptist Church has an exciting ministry called Escape Parents Day Out. It's the opportunity that we have as a church to minister to many young families in our community on Tuesdays and Thursdays throughout the school year. We highly encourage you to go to our website, clearspringsbaptist.net, check out all the information. You can enroll your child there. You can get all the details right there on our website. This ministry is so much more than babysitting or childcare. We want to provide a safe place. We want to provide a place where parents can drop off their children from ages 5-year-old all the way down to 6 months. And it's a place where they not only will be cared for and safe, but also, and most importantly, a place where they can learn about the Lord. We can teach the Bible and they can experience the love of Christ. We hope to see you at our Parents' Day Out here at Clear Springs.
Fred Williams, Z-Band ready. Presenting their 2022 show, Pirates Revenge. Please welcome to the field, the Gibbs High School Marching Band. It was by the order of the King of England, the Royal Navy came and destroyed what we call home. But they will pay. A pirate's life. But I live for one thing, and one thing We sailed for months in search of the ship that destroyed our lives. We didn't rest until they had paid for what they had done. They will pay.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching the broadcast today. My name is Rob Maddox. I'm the worship pastor here at Clear Springs, and I would love to invite you and your family to come join us for one of our worship services on Sundays. We have them in the morning at 10:15 and in the evening at 6 o'clock, and we would love to have you come join us for one of those services.
I'm Justin Pratt, the senior pastor of Clear Springs Baptist Church. While we take a break, I want to invite you and your family to come and join us at Clear Springs Baptist Church at the Crossroads in beautiful Corryton, Tennessee.
We are back for the start of the second half. Got just a couple more minutes, about a minute 20 seconds showing on the clock before they start it. Score Gibbs Eagles 35, Scott County nothing. What do you think we're going to see here in the second half, Tim?
I think you're going to see probably both teams just running the ball a lot. I don't see you're airing it out. Now, you know, the flip side of that, I think if you're trying to get guys playing, maybe stick a little bit, at least initially, to your offense, you know, try to get them some – because, I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot of good for people sometimes just to come in and hand off if you're not able to at least try to mix things up to get them some true playing time. So I think you'll probably see that. I think from Scott County's side, I think you want to shorten the game as much as you can.
Really, Blake, first opportunity Gibbs has had this year to do that, right? Some of the games we've seen they've just been tight the whole game. Maybe got some guys in against Webb when we were on the other side of this script, but first time this year that we've had opportunity to get some guys some playing time and see what they are capable of in the event, throw the next man up.
Yeah, and I'm with Tim, you know, and people's going to say, well, sportsmanship, you're up 35-9. Yeah, get out of here with that garbage. Put the kids in and let them play. Let them play. Put your second and third strings in and let them play. And if you don't like it, get a 3 and out. How about it? You know, you've got a right to score points just like we do, so let the kids play. Let them get some time.
I think, too, Bud, we're going to be dealing with, I assume, a running clock. So that game, the game's going to be shortened up as it is.
Yeah, you're going to have a running clock, so it will be short. And like Blake's saying, so it's not that you're trying to run the score, but you've got other things that you're trying to focus on as far as with your second and third string players. They've got to learn the offense, because if not this year they're needed, they usually will be needed next year. So you want your younger kids to get a chance to play and get a feel for this offense at game speed, because it's so much more different on a Friday night than it is Monday through Thursday.
Well, we're up here analyzing, but we're going to see really what happens here in about 15 seconds once Gibbs. We got an onside kick.
I like the call, Scott County. I mean, I've seen Coach Turner do it coming out of halftime many a times, and what you do is you catch them asleep.
Yeah, and I will say that probably wasn't the best execution. Credit Gibbs for being willing to to adapt to that really quick, right?
Yeah. That ball didn't have quite the hops that you want an onside kick to have. I saw a different version last week that I like, where Gibbs just kind of kicks it, outruns the kick, and then just levels the entire receiving core, and somebody falls on it as soon as it gets there.
Well, you can tell how good analyzers we are. We got the starting offense back out on the field. So
in maybe one series you may see that.
Yeah.
I did threaten the offensive coordinator. I was going to cow tip him at school Monday if Hubbs didn't score a touchdown, and here we go. Looky here, a heavy dose.
There he goes, 11 yards. So looking at the stats from the first half, Hubbs had 72 yards on about 8 carries. So what's that come up to? Roughly 7-8 yards a carry. So moving the ball well, as he just got about 11 there.
Blake, if they end up just handing the ball off to Hubbs here and he ends up scoring, I'm just going to go ahead and say you're probably, you're getting close to being on that staff.
Well, it's just fear. It's the look you give somebody. You got to have that crazy look in your eyes, you know. And people at Gibbs, they've been around me long enough now to know I don't bluff much, and I will cow tip you in front of everybody, you know.
Yeah, calling Coach gets a cow there, Blake. It's aggressive.
Well, I said that as he was eating a a sandwich that was about 8 inches thick.
So 2nd and 7. Drops back, looking downfield.
He's got a man.
Holy Lord.
He's got 2 men. He's got,
That is easy pickings right there. Touchdown, Eagles.
Bryson shown again. How many is that on that for him? 3?
Yep. That's a beautiful play. I actually think that was a similar play to what we saw there a little bit late in the first half.
Yeah, he actually had 2 options there. Kamen was just getting out of his zone a little bit quicker.
Well, so far that wasn't a Hub score though. See,
No, kid's still in danger. I hope he's wearing some thick underbreeches Monday morning, cushion that fall.
Well, the clock is stopped, so I guess we're not quite up to.
We should be beyond it. It should be a running clock.
So it's 42-0. Eagles come out, made that one look easy on this opening drive. Of course, they were given a gift with short field position there, but I don't think it would have mattered.
Yeah, and it may not run. That clock may not run in between possessions, Tim. That could be what we're seeing right now.
Yeah,
that's true. We struggle with this rule every year.
Yeah, we just need to make a rule sheet.
Well, we don't get to deal with this one that often. It's not that often that Gibbs is down by that much. It's not that often they're up by that much. We're used to closer games than this. So
that's a fair point.
So looks like all I had to do was kind of pick an Angola a little bit, and he's kicking the ball deeper now. So like that, seeing a little bit more leg. Maybe he just needs to get warmed up. First couple of kicks, he just wasn't stretched out real good. I like to see touchbacks.
We've got another kicker in. Looky here.
Uh-oh.
We do, don't we?
I hope that's so that they can practice. Who is that?
Number 14.
14.
He's got a pretty good leg on him.
Yeah, good kick. Mikael Van Pelt.
Oh, great. Oh, ball's on the ground. I believe that's Eagles. I believe that is Eagles.
Yeah, and Blake, you might get your dream right here of Hubs, who is probably approaching 100 yards on the night in the end zone.
Gotta be.
Or this could be the point where they bring in the JV.
The only analogy I can make if Hubs doesn't score a touchdown tonight is when Walter Payton didn't score in the Super Bowl in '86, and Mike Ditka didn't know he hadn't scored yet.
Were you alive in '86, Blake?
No, I wasn't. I watched a lot of NFL Network growing up. But see, here's the deal. Here's the difference. Kitts knows he's not scored because I reminded him at halftime.
Well, I don't think you're going to get your wish because it looks like we do have some guys that are not playing normally.
I think Hubs is done for the night. The only way you're going to get your wish is maybe they get down close to the goal line and they give him a gimme.
So not much on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this looks like we've got the full JV squad here, line and all. Seeing some different numbers out there than I've been seeing all night. And that's one aspect that I fail to give a lot of credit to is the offensive line for Gibbs. They've been getting a great push all season long. Some of these guys playing both ways, offense and defense, and they've done a phenomenal job because a lot of what Butler and Brockwell and Hubs have been able to do has been because there's an initial hole there, and all you've got to do is get to that second level.
So handoff by Norman. That is going to be, who is that? Who got the ball there? Let's see here.
Number 10.
Number 10. Are you looking at the that's Wyatt.
Yeah, you take that one.
Shropshire.
Somebody helped us out.
That's
over
right.
there.
I need to put a disclaimer up. If I butcher any names, I apologize immensely.
So Gibbs High School has a theme for every game, and this night I'm guessing is construction worker. I have to think that Rural King and Tractor Supply had a huge run on ANSI safety vests this week because every student in the student section has one on.
I'm assuming that's the construction that's going on over there in their backyard, right?
Yeah. Poking a little fun at that.
I thought maybe it was in honor of me, but whatever y'all think.
No, I like it.
A little high on the throw there.
And I tell you what, I give this student section a lot of credit right here. When the Scott County band came out and played, they cheered them on just like they did their own band. So
looks like we're going to get a field goal here.
Angola's back.
Yeah, we brought the big gun in for this one.
So this will be about a 33-yarder.
Tough kick from this hash, too. Oh, they're chanting his name. Oh, it got blocked. It got blocked.
I think Gibbs did fall on it, but it'll obviously be.
Well, now, if Scott County touched it first, it's a live ball, correct?
Yeah.
So that would just be, I guess Scott County got it.
Yeah, so it's a.
And the clock is running, so the clock has started its all the time running here.
Yeah, that's a tough kick. When you get one a little distance, you've always got a lower trajectory, but they kind of had a little jailbreak on. Somebody came free there.
So 1st and 10, Scott County. High snap. Got a handoff. He's got a little juke move up the middle and picked up about 12 yards, 13.
So the importance of that last score for Gibbs, if you're interested in going home, now if you let Scott County come down and score a touchdown, the clock is still running.
Yeah.
So you're still in this game a little quicker than that.
Yeah, and so, obviously as these younger guys getting some playing time, I mean, they're wanting to try to stop these guys from scoring, right? Just to keep that.
You got to make a name for yourself, and they got in the backfield there.
Yeah.
Big play, gang tackle.
Great play by the defense there.
They're going to give that quarterback a little bit more forward progress than what I would have gave him, but still going to be a sack for a loss on the play.
So it will be 2nd and about 12. Pass complete at the 40.
Yeah, it's going to be a
breaks
short
the tackle.
game.
Slowed him down enough to get some help over there.
About 6 yards on it after the second effort.
Yeah, so it is going to bring up 3rd down and about 6 or 7 yards, looks like.
Some scores of interest real quick. Anderson County is up at halftime 49-0 on Carter. Maryville and Cleveland's tied at 14. Sevier County is up 7-0 at Halls at halftime. And Fulton and South Dual's tied at 16.
We got some laundry on the field here. Not sure what that's going to be.
Yeah, they didn't stop the play, so I don't think it was, unless there's a hold or illegal shift or something like that. They were pointing toward Scott here, so.
Yeah, it's thrown on the near sideline over here.
I think they were asking if they want to decline it. So it is a false start.
Which should have been a dead ball. Should have yeah, this is B-team refs, man. I could tell by the referee toss early in the game that we had some B-team refs out of here. I'm just kidding, folks, maybe, kind of. I'm only serious.
I still think they're a bunch of bums for not calling a safety in the first half.
I think that was a little mercy call.
There's no room for that. No room for that in football.
So the down marker hasn't moved back, but
Gibbs
it is
going after it. Oh, and they almost
got there. Fielded it at the 40.
That's Hunter Carnes, I do believe.
Oh, got slung down.
Yeah.
I believe that's a little bit of a different size advantage there that fella had on him.
Yeah. Maybe 6 inches, 40 pounds. A little bit.
But it will be 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 40-yard line. 3:19 already to go in this third quarter, so this third quarter is not too far from being over.
And I like that rule. I think it's awesome. It keeps these things from getting way out of hand. When you're beat, you're beat. There's no point in making it 70-0. I saw a college game last week. The score was 98-0.
Ooh.
It was stupid, crazy. And I'm like, who does that? I mean, I don't know. At some point, as a mercy rule on offense, you just start taking a knee, right?
That kind of stuff will come back to bite you one day, though.
Poppycock.
You're like, light it up.
If you can put triple digits on there, do it. Like I mentioned at halftime, Steve Spurrier. If you don't like it, stop it.
Yeah.
You got just as much chance as we do here.
Anybody know the record for the highest scoring game?
I'm hoping you know, because if not, I'm fixing to have to Google.
Yeah, you may have to Google that because I really don't know.
So you just brought up an Aflac trivia question without the answer to the Aflac trivia question.
Well, now, hold on, because back in like the early 1900s, didn't Georgia Tech beat the Cumberlands like 206-0 or something one time?
I don't know. Maybe we'll throw that out to our Facebook family there. Maybe Jenny will give them a T-shirt from Vacation Bible School?
It was like 1912 or something.
I got everybody Googling their phones now.
Yeah, forget the game. We got to figure this out. It
Yeah,
was.
so don't tell them. Let's see if anybody picks it up on Facebook.
But they're going to Google it. It comes right up. You think we got people that aren't going to cheat? Come on. The first thing I done was grab from my phone.
I got to get rid of some T-shirts back.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we have the answer, and whether it's right or wrong, it's my answer. So if you don't get my answer, then you don't win.
All right.
So
it's not whether or not it's right or wrong. It's Bud's answer is what you got to get.
Yeah, you've got to get the answer that I have.
All right. So your free vacation or your free VBS T-shirt.
Are we just trying to get rid of those? Okay.
They're from 2010.
And I'll tell you what, I'll throw out a coupon out of my kid's coupon book to go with it.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, here we go. Hold on.
Oh, you can't give the answer yet.
That's
what I've got.
Okay, that's the game I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, quit giving the answer away. I mean, not like we got a big thing at stake here. Who we got?
Tammy Wright, incorrect.
What did she have? I can't read it. Oh, you're close,
hey,
Tammy Wright. You're close.
Now, hang on, Bud. Are we talking college? We talking NFL?
College football.
Okay, college football. We'll give you that hint.
Nobody cares about the pros.
It is college football.
College football. And you got to give me the school and the score.
Ooh.
That's a little bit.
That's strong right there.
They're cheating on their phone. How hard can it be?
You want the coach too?
You think Tammy knew that answer? She Googled that.
She didn't Google. She had it wrong.
So we got to.
I think she Googled it. She's bad at Googling.
I think she threw a Hail Mary out there to see if it was out there.
She's a bad Googler.
Turnover on downs here with 21 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Scott County going to take the ball back roughly at midfield. That cheeseburger I had is starting to wilter away.
My sister's actually texting me trying to get in on the game here.
So has to be on Facebook.
Yeah,
has to be on Facebook.
Rule modification.
Just because you have sources don't mean you can go straight to the head of the snake here.
Speaking of your sister, I would like to give a shout out to Marie Borif, who has, if not for her, we do not have a Tim Borif in the booth. So
now that is true. That is 100% true. Oh, we got a flag on the field. I guess we need to get back to calling this game a little bit here.
It's not surprising. There's been a flag on the field every play.
And the clock's run out.
Yeah.
So we got an unsportsmanlike.
We got people throwing out.
I don't know why
counts.
you're going to walk it off that way. He's going to move the ball.
Yeah, so it's on the Eagles.
Unfortunately, I didn't see what that was, but we're at the end of the quarter here, so we're going to move this ball back to the other side of the field. Don't toss it. I've seen your referee toss. Yeah, he just hands it to him. All right, let's talk about Nelson real quick. Do we? I didn't Google. Harvey said it was the answer. Georgia, you got to give me a score. Georgia Tech versus Cumberland.
Didn't she give you one?
No, her score's wrong. It's got to match mine. I'm probably going to give her a T-shirt anyway, just for playing along. But I mean, you know, it's got to be. We still got the score incorrect.
All right, so let's give him some time. Make an announcement here on what we got going on, Blake or Bud.
All right, so we've got. I need to get my sheet up here for Trunk or Treat. We got a Trunk or Treat event coming up. Killing my producer right this second, but if he'll go ahead and get that up for us. We got Trunk or Treat coming up. That is Saturday, October 29th, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. I suggest you be there a little bit early. Line wraps around the church. Great fun event for the kids. Every car has decorated. We've had a Titanic. We've had Spice Girls. Not that I was paid to mention those two. Every car is awesome. We've Minions. I've seen it all. It's a good, fun event. They will get tons of candy. They can go through one time. There's usually some popcorn there, other things. It's a good night, a fun night. And snack trucks will be there as well. Cars with a teal pumpkin sign are safe for kids with food allergies, so they've thought of everything, and it gets bigger and better every year. So please bring your kids out to that event. It's way easier than trick-or-treating. You just go get in line, walk through all the cars, lots of cool things for the kids to see.
So pass downfield a little high.
A little hot. Coming in hot. So shout out to our crew here tonight. We've got Nelson Creech running the show. We've got Kevin Roach, Keaton Roach, Jenny Roach picking up trash. And we can't do this without these guys, particularly Nelson, so appreciate you guys every week. Clock's still moving, 11:27 to go. So I like that Scott County still going after it. They're not laying down. They're still playing their game. I would have been running the ball, but, either way, clock's running, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so we are, if you're just joining us and thinking, man, how much time's left? Well, there's 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. We're in a constant clock, so this one's winding down quick. So, Bud, my sister actually sent me something that confirmed that Tammy's answer was right on one level, that it was the most lopsided game.
Oh, we're giving her a
college
T-shirt,
history.
but I'm still waiting on the correct score. Tammy has earned a T-shirt. Tammy, I'm just going to, if you're listening, honey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, look me up the score, and we'll throw in a coupon for something. It'll be something good, like an appetizer somewhere, something.
It's okay. We're Baptist. You can cheat.
Is she the only one playing along?
I think so.
Tammy, get us 2 shirt sizes. You've got 2 shirt sizes. And I have a free Texas Roadhouse appetizer right here. Free Texas Roadhouse appetizer.
Man, I may get in on this.
Wait a minute.
This is what happens when
this is good through 4/1/2025. I mean, you don't got to rush out to Texas Roadhouse next week. You could go next year.
See, the fact that we just have a few people playing, this is what happens when this is lopsided.
Oh, we do have a score,
We
though.
got a touchdown.
Scott just scored a touchdown.
And I like that. These are kids. You don't want to go home 42-0 skunked. As bad as a Gibbs fan, we want you. There we go, Tammy. That's a girl right there. 222-0 was the score, Georgia Tech versus Cumberland. I have to think there's got to be some bitterness there in that game to continue to run the score up that high.
Ooh, man, there must have been, some personal things.
Do you score
going
on every play? How do you get to 222 points? Were they 45-minute quarters?
Very efficient offense, no penalties.
And defense. I think they're scoring both sides of the ball.
Let's see if I can get some stats on that. Hold on. Give me just a second.
Dig some stuff up on that now that we've let the truth out.
Hold on. Okay, here we go. Georgia Tech had a 63-0 lead in the first quarter. Okay.
I say we call that our all right. I'm gonna give my boy Eddie Perry a bone here. What's the name of his real estate firm? Perry Real Estate. So begging to sponsor this year, we would not let them because we were afraid of how much time we could be able to give them for a sponsorship, but super willing to support. So we're going to call that our Perry Real Estate trivia question of the game.
I like it.
And we're going to, next time we're on air, we're going to do it again. We're going to come up with something.
I like it.
And we encourage cheating. It's more fun that way. It's ever who can cheat the fastest.
Okay, here we go, Tim. Talking about bad blood in this game. Here's the deal. It was 126-0 at halftime. Okay. Georgia Tech's coach agreed to shorten the quarter from 15 to 12 minutes because but the reason why he ran the score up was he felt the Cumberlands used professional players to beat Georgia Tech in baseball.
Oh.
So this is a retaliation from a completely different sport.
Wow.
Yeah, Hunter Carnes on the return there. Scott still going for the onside kick that they have not quite yet perfected the art of the onside kick. Either way, Hunter Carnes got the good hands team on that one. Brings it back to the Scott County 40. Another poor referee toss. They didn't even make it to the sideline. I'm thinking the refs maybe didn't get a pregame meal. Looking a little lack of energy,
Yeah, he's looking for change out there.
So 8:54 now left to go in the game. Gibbs is up 42-7. Been all Gibbs.
Uh-oh, we got security guys. What'd y'all do? What did y'all do? Speaking if you ain't cheating, you're trying. So my wife's on this, and I'm not going to name any other names, gets this chance to win something on the radio. And she has such a fine art at cheating, she brought a friend so that, they could both of them be Googling trying to get the answer before the time runs out to get it. They lost. But anyway, That's where I come up with, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
That went a lot better than I thought it was going to. You started with, speaking of cheating my wife. And I thought that was going to go down a completely different avenue.
Isn't it your all's anniversary today?
It is. Today is our 11th anniversary. She's here, thankfully not listening to this, down on the sideline with Max and Taylor.
The start of a David Allen Cole song. Speaking of cheating my wife.
But you talk about a good woman. She has put up with me for 11 years, and according to the card I got yesterday, she's ready for forevermore. So God bless that woman.
Gibbs is going the wrong way here on this series. I think we've got a little bit of a size disadvantage going on here with these guys.
And again, though, this is what we wanted, and I think that obviously it's what Coach wants. You want these guys to get here and get some game speed experience. And albeit they're playing against the varsity for Scott County, it's good experience for them.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 14.
And I'll tell you what, talking about what we've already lost this year with Boone Brockwell and Nathan Butler, I'm with Blake. I'm cow-tipping somebody if you get somebody else hurt in a 42-0 game.
Yeah. Chase Norman takes the snap, looking back, throwing it downfield.
Oh, little miscommunication on the route there. I think he thought that he had a receiver going to continue on down, and he kind of checked up. I'm going to need some help, though. I need some help from my producer and maybe anybody that might be listening. I need a graphic for this Perry Real Estate trivia question of the game. So we're going to need a phone number, maybe a website. Get us a graphic up here.
All right, so 6:40 left to go in the game. It's going to be
got Walker back for punt here.
Yep. Snap low, gets it away. Not a bad kick.
Almost hits a Scott County player there.
Look alive, son.
Takes a good bounce for the Eagles inside the 5.
Oh, we got one waving it. Who is that on the ground wallering? That was Allison, Levi Allison down there just having fun with the night. These are fun nights for the players. It's low stress, not worried about it.
If you're on the winning end, right?
Cumberland had discontinued football. The team that played was fraternity brothers and team managers. All right, thanks, Larry. You're right for the info. Were you alive for that, Larry? That was back in 1916. Were you there, Larry?
Larry was a part
of it. Was Larry Armstrong. I thought it was Larry Wright. Tammy Wright got me called up.
So except it's Larry Wright, he's probably part of the fraternity that played in it.
Folks, this is all fun. We go to church with these gentlemen.
We got a breakaway run here. This one might go the distance.
And if I'm Scott County coach, I'm telling him to go down because the clock's going to stop again if you score right here, I think. Uh-oh, we got a little laundry on the field. Surprise, surprise.
Are we bringing that one back? It looks like it. Illegal block in the back.
Yeah. I mean, was there an over-under bet on how many flags are going to be thrown tonight we don't know about? I mean, is Sportbook's in on this and we don't know about it? Shiminy. Golly.
Hold on, I got to check my ring. I got motion at my back door.
Maybe they know there's a camera on them.
That's Larry Wright going over to egg it as we speak.
Oh, man. So we're down to 4:30 left to go in the game.
That's where you're from, Larry. 1916 or from the Cumberlands?
Oh.
All right, so Strunk again.
He's just pushing Lyman out of the way.
Yeah. It's a product. He's playing against JV.
Backer get killed.
And this is almost playing out perfectly when you want to think about this from an aspect of the kids. Gibbs having a good night. They're on a high. Scott County's now put some points on the board. You're not going to go home with that just goose egg and moving the ball a little bit, having a little bit of success, albeit against the JV squad. They may or may not realize that. So, for me, high school football, it's all about the kids on both sides of the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gibbs still getting a ton of pressure
throwing the ball
up.
Good defense by the Eagles there. Number 44 broke that pass up.
Yeah, I want to say that was number 56 for Gibbs that got in there on Strunk. That's going to be Caleb Beach, I believe, that got in there and got pressure on the quarterback just a tick late for a sack.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10, 3:15 now left to go in the game.
High snap. And they got a screenplay set up well. Oh, and Gibbs lost contain.
Yes, he's gone through the races, boys.
Yeah, and unfortunately, though, we're going to have 3 minutes where the clock stops again. I think if you're Gibbs, you stick with this game plan, though. You have nothing to prove. You're playing JV. That's why they're scoring. Let's not get anybody else hurt. Get on the offensive side of the ball here, run it, kill some clock.
Hubs and a Wildcat.
Obviously, I knew you would feel that way. If I do that, I want the offensive line back with him.
Hubs and a Wildcat.
Well, you know that Scott County, I mean, they're probably thinking now we do an onside kick. You never know. But so far they haven't been successful in that. So they're going to try to tack on an extra point here.
Okay. All right, after this kick, we've got a graphic for our Perry Realty Group trivia question of the game.
Kick is up, and that's a booming kick, and it's good.
All right, so we got to get our graphic coming up here while we're waiting. But this is the Perry Real Estate Group, 1302 Tazewell Pike, Coreyton, Tennessee. Phone number is 865-309-5512. It's going to be an easy email address to remember. It is sell14u@gmail.com. So we'll try to do this every week. Just Perry's were awesome, wanting to help, wanting to be a part of this, and we told them no because we just didn't know how much exposure we could give them. So here's a freebie, right, on us just for being willing to help.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right.
So 2:51 left to go in this game. Now that Scott County has put a couple of scores on the board, we are going to kind of have a normal clock at this point.
Look who's on the field.
Honey Badger?
Hubs.
Or Hubs?
Hubs.
Okay. I think you probably you're looking at another onside kick right here if I'm Scott County. Why not? You've tried it 3 times in a row. I just don't know if they got the speed with the way they've been trying to kick it.
Gibbs might have a penalty here.
You got to field that ball, and you got to hold on to it. He's found a seam.
Cut it up.
Yeah.
Oh, he's moving.
At this point, you go down before you get hurt.
You know, I'm a little surprised that the Eagles didn't get flagged there. They had a guy running off late, and they kicked it, and I don't know if the officials saw him running off late, so we kind of got a break there.
Surprised they didn't throw a flag anyway. They've been throwing them all night. That was Quez Sharp. I hope I said that correctly. On the carry there. Good vision. He found a seam on the far side of the field and actually gained about 15 yards on that return.
So it doesn't look like anybody from the starters are coming back in, so it looks like you say, they're going to kind of stay with the
this game's in hand. It's a good call. The last thing you want to do is bring them in here just to prove a point that we can run the score back up if we want to and get somebody injured. So
yeah. So Chase Norman back at quarterback, hands off, maybe about 4 yards. Just hang on to the ball is the goal right now.
Yeah, and at this point, that's what you want to do: run the ball, let that clock run, and let's get on the bus. As Dick Vitale would say, start the bus, baby.
So 2:20 as the clock continues to run. I think Gibbs here will take as much of the play clock as they can.
Yeah. I think Coach wants to go home too.
We should start arranging getting every Friday off and just doing like a college game day on these high school campuses.
I got to give another shout out to the Gibbs High Marching Band. Week in, week out, they have brought the thunder from the stands. If the Gibbs players have any doubt that somebody's up here not cheering for them, the band lets them know that they are.
Mm-hmm. Gotta love the sound of high school bands playing.
Oh, it's one of my favorites. So, drum lines. We were at the Carson Newman game, and the Gibbs drum line comes down right in front of us. I'm like, this is my favorite part of the game, the drum line.
So now we're under 1:30 left to go in this game. Gibbs 3rd and 9 here.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get this under a minute before they punt the ball unless they pick up a first down here. If you pick up a first down, it's game over. It looks like they're going to roll
out. He's going to look downfield. Overthrows it again.
Overthrown, that's probably the safest thing right there.
Yeah.
There's Chase Norman coming in at quarterback.
Well, you don't want to give him a chance to pick one off and get it back. Make an easy, quick score on that either. So
got some mechanics to learn, but Chase Norman, good-sized boy, freshman.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe seeing some of what the future might hold here.
Looks like your boy's in there.
Uh-oh.
Hubs is back in there.
Hubs is back on the field.
They brought the we've got Walker in. We've got Hubs in.
Are we faking this right at the gut with Hubs?
I think they're just protecting Walker here.
They just want to make sure they get a punt off, I believe. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Walker takes off running.
Oh,
wow.
Should have gave it to Hubs.
Oh, he's still going.
They blew the whistle.
Wow.
Are you kidding?
Wow.
These dudes are scrubs.
Wow.
They are a joke to officials everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know that you blow the whistle right there when they've got the jersey and he's spinning out of it.
There's a definite brain block in every one of these guys' heads.
So we're under a minute. Questionable blown dead there by the referees.
What are these guys' address? Are they from Scott County? Is that the issue here?
I'm guessing, Blake, you're not going to get a Christmas card. I'm guessing you're not going to get a Christmas card from these guys.
Well, as Kevin just pointed, they ain't getting no VBS T-shirts. I promise you that.
Now we got a timeout. This is where if I'm Scott County, do you not just want to go home?
Yeah, I agree.
I want to see competent officiating is what I want to see. Is that too much to ask for?
You probably just need to go home, too.
Jeez.
I don't know if you're going to get it here tonight. They've not been all bad.
I could have got better officiating out of the Litton's restaurant crew. I could have stopped by, picked up some servers, and had a better ref game than what we've dealt with tonight.
Our disclaimer is the opinions and statements from Blake Ellis are not the are not the views expressed by Clear Springs Baptist Church.
People used to tell them all the time, it's just jokes. We're just having a good time, folks.
Yeah, it's all jokes.
Blake says I'm only serious.
I'm just kidding. They really are bums.
Yeah, the next time Justin sees these guys, they're going to say, now, those guys you got on the radio or on the TV.
In all fairness, I doubt these refs are going back and watching this game.
Obviously, they don't care, you know. That's been obvious for 4 quarters tonight. They don't care.
So Scott County's still throwing the ball. Got a man open. He's going to get free.
Good tackle there.
Tackled down here at about the 20-yard line. 41 seconds to go. And again, of course, in my mind, if you're Gibbs, this is a 42-0 game. You let completely off the throttle.
Yeah.
Scott County's going to get on the bus with a little bit more pride. Win-win for both schools.
So breaks a tackle, and it gets him down. Nice tackle open field there. Number 14 for Gibbs.
Timeout.
Yeah, calling another timeout. So
Who
coach
gave them
is
3 timeouts?
Coach is determined to put one in right here.
Yeah.
Where are we at on timeout? So is that 2 or 3? We're struggling again there.
Honestly, I don't know.
I mean, this is like putting on sunscreen after you're already toasted, you know? It's just stupid. 24 seconds.
You know,
we're down by 12 touchdowns, and we're going to burn a timeout. You can't take them with you, you know.
What were the what do they call the comments? Was it Euchre that used to make comments that were who was it that used to make comments on the radio that were maybe baseball games that were kind of just out there? Blake's Harry Carey, yeah.
Harry Carey.
Yeah. But we need to call them the Blakeisms.
Just voice of reason here.
Bert Bertelkamp.
That's a hold there, it looked like.
Yeah.
They're not going to call it. They're going to throw it
out of the end zone.
Yeah, just out of the reach.
So we're 3rd down, 16 seconds left to go in the game. I guess Scott County's looking for that. Scott County's looking for that ever elusive 28-point play that'll put them right back in this one. See, if we got that safety, Blake, if they had called that safety, we're 30 points up right now and that clock's running. We're already packing up stuff.
Well, yeah, you've got. Don't get me
I
started.
didn't mean to pour salt in the wound there. I just thought hit my head.
Back to pass.
Yeah, Gibbs gets pressure.
He's got a
good
guy.
Contained. He does have
just
a guy
overthrew him.
Yeah, 12 seconds, 4th down.
It's the longest 25 seconds in the last 10 years.
Pretty good coverage by defense there.
Yeah.
So this hopefully is the last play of the game.
Did we get shirt sizes for Tammy Wright? Did she ever give us some shirt sizes? I need two shirt sizes.
One size fits all.
Huh? Yeah, we got whatever you need, Tammy. Just give us a shirt size. And I got your free appetizer here from Texas Roadhouse.
12 seconds left to go in the game. Drops back, looking downfield, sees a guy.
Oh,
good defense there.
That's going to end the game. It looks like Gibbs is just going to have to snap the ball, but it looks like they're going to let the clock go.
That's a mercy clock there. We'll take it.
Yeah, ball game.
So the ball game is over. Your Eagles win tonight, 42-14 against the Scott Highlanders. And we appreciate everybody tuning in. Guys, it's been fun. I had a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, I knew you'd want to come. I had to guilt Tim into this one, folks, at home. So probably won't have to guilt him into the next one.
Now, we'll be back. I'm not sure when we'll be back on the air. Maybe 2 weeks is what I'm getting right now. So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. And, again, appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you soon.
On behalf of the Clear Springs Baptist Church Network and our staff, we want to take the time to thank you for watching this football game. We love our community and we love Gibbs. We also want to take this time to give our invitation for you and your family to come join us on Sundays at 10:15, Sunday nights at 6 o'clock, and Wednesday nights at 6:30 at Clear Springs Baptist Church. We have fun for the entire family, and we want to invite you to come and grow with us.